It's finally time to put together a high-end Ryzen 2nd generation gaming computer. I hope you guys all enjoy the video. This is actually the second high-end gaming build that we've done on the channel. The first one was using an 8700K, which I built for my son. It's a very good computer. If you guys want to check that out, it's in the top right corner. And that's actually the computer that we're going to be comparing the results for at the end of this video. But anyways, let's go ahead and get into all of the parts for this build. The total cost of this build does come out to $2,500. Now, the majority of that is taken up by the GTX 1080Ti. Now, because of the GPU market prices right now, you'd be able to get one for cheaper, or you might end up having to pay a little bit more for one. Unfortunately, there's no way around that right now, and the GPU market is just insane. Hopefully, that will fix itself in the near future. To cool this build, we're going to be using the H150i Pro 360mm radiator, which we're going to be putting at the front of the case. Now, we're also going to have the 3 LL 120mm fans, which we're going to put on the top of the case and on the exhaust in the back. For the power supply, we're going to be using the fully modular EVGA Supernova 850G3. Now, obviously, we're going to be using the Ryzen 2700X for the CPU in this build. We may also be trying to overclock it, although the 2700X, like the 1800X, doesn't really seem to overclock all that well, but we will be trying to push it to its limits in this because we have very good cooling. Now, we'll also be using an NVMe, which means we're going to be using the 960 EVO M.2. We'll also be pairing that with a 1TB WD Blue just for some extra storage. For the motherboard, we are going to be using the MSI X470 Gaming M7 AC, which is a fabulous motherboard, and we're also going to be using 16 GB of DDR4 3600 MHz RAM from G.Skill using the Trident Z RGB. For our case, we're going to be using the Corsair Obsidian 500D, which is a dual tempered glass case, and it's absolutely beautiful. It's one of my favorite cases right now. And then last but not least, we're going to be using the Gigabyte Auros GTX 1080Ti. Now that we've covered all of the parts that are going to be going into this build, it's time to put this beast together. So for the theme of this build, we did go with a mixture of red and purple lights, which I think is a nice transition, and it's something that's not really done in a lot of builds, and I think it came together really nice. I forgot to mention we are using custom cables in here from Asia Horse Customization Mod Sleeve Extensions, and they're really budget friendly. You can get all the wires that you need for a build for $32, and you really can't beat that anywhere else. So let me know what you guys think of this build in the comments below. I really do like the combination of purple and red lights, and hopefully you guys do too. Now, we just need to finish up these benchmarks. We do know that we're going to be sacrificing a little bit in the FPS department as far as gameplay goes, because the 8700K is geared more towards gaming. We're going to be gaining a lot in the workflow area because we're going to be able to render video and compress stuff significantly faster. So we're just going to go ahead and run all these benchmarks, and we'll compare the two computers. the computer ended up coming out a lot better than I anticipated. It really should improve my rendering times as well as performance in gaming while using the Ryzen chips. And it looks really nice as well. The red and purple lights look amazing, especially with the tempered glass, and it performs really well. So the next build we're going to be doing on the channel is a budget build focused around streaming Fortnite. Now this computer will also be really good at playing a variety of different games, and it is going to be using the 2600. And it's actually really good. It's going to be great for multitasking and playing games. So if you guys are excited about that, definitely make sure to subscribe and keep an eye out for that video coming out soon. But I hope you guys all enjoyed this one. Let me know what you think of the build in the comments below. And if you have anything that we would like us to cover in future videos, feel free to let us know as well. But we will see you all in the next one.